my shoulder, you'll see a series of speed cameras or traffic control cameras, and they're being used at the moment to identify people without motorbike helmets on. Look, this has been going for a little bit of time now, but it's getting to a point where the governor has had enough, and there was a report in a paper, and it's been hot on the internet at the moment. It's going, if tourists can't learn to wear their helmets and get a proper license, so then we're going to ban tourism having scooters altogether. Now, look, no one wants that, because it does bring a good amount of economy or money into the economy, and it provides you the freedom and the opportunity to travel around Bali. But there's my international license. There's my international license there, and if I don't have that on me, then I'm in trouble if I get pulled over by the cops. Now luckily in my case, I've also got an Indo license, so I'll be allowed to drive on a scooter anywhere in Bali. But if you're coming over here and you don't have an international license, there's a good chance in the near future they won't even be able to rent you a motorbike. And if you're caught not wearing a helmet, you could get fined, charged or arrested. Now they are cracking down, and they've been saying it for a little bit of time now, but they've put a report out. It's in Indonesia, so it's a little bit hard to interpret, but it sounds like they're leaving it up to the provinces or to the regions to enforce the rules. Now, in some areas you'll find a lot of people, including the local authorities, don't wear helmets to get around the village because they're doing 20 or 30 kilometers an hour. But out here on the highway, you could be doing 50, 60 or more kilometers an hour. You come off at a speed like that, you're going to cause an awful lot of mess. So, guys, it's really important that we try to get the message across. If you're coming over here and you're not wearing a helmet, you are going to get pulled over, just about guaranteed now. They're really saying to everyone that they're going to make a really big blitz about it. So it just makes a bit of sense. Look, there's a couple of different types of helmets, and I've got a couple of helmets that would not be considered legal at home in Australia. However, from what I can see over here, there don't seem to be any standards approval insignia or stickers or anything on the helmets to say which ones are or aren't approved. And as far as I know, they are only going finding people with no helmet. Here's the problem though, if you rent a motorbike, you might only be paying $10 or $15 a day for that motorbike, but the fine could be $30 or $50. So when you get home, the tour operator or someone like my mate Katul who rents the scooters out might end up getting a fine for $50 for a scooter that you only rented for 2 days. And guess what he's going to have to do? He's going to have to charge your credit card. So it's all going to get a little bit more complicated. It's all going to get a little bit more expensive, and all because a few people just tried to have a bit of fun, break the law, whatever you want to say. Look, anecdotally, I'll tell you right now, there's also been a big thing about people putting fake number plates on motorbikes. Look, I've heard on the grapevine that a lot of the people flouting these laws straight up are Europeans or Eastern Europeans. If you go to Canggu, if you go to certain other parts of Bali, Uluwatu, you see a lot of them. There's hundreds of ladies on motorbikes in bikinis. There's hundreds of people riding around, obviously Western or non-local, and very few of them are wearing helmets, and they've got no protection in a crash at all. So listen, I've been guilty of it too, and in the villages when I'm only doing 20 odd Ks, it's quite normal. But even I'm going to have to pull myself up and start doing, look, that's the rules, that's how it is. And the thing is, they're saying they're going to bring it in, they're going to ban tourists from driving them. I hope it's a threat. I hope they're just saying, if you don't do this, we'll bring it in. But I tell you what, sometimes in Bali things move pretty quick, and sometimes they take a long time to get here. But one thing's for sure, they're not going to put up with this anymore. They never used to. Years ago, they'd pull over, the tourist police would be pulling over tourists and finding them left, right and centre, and making sure you've got all the right equipment, making sure you've got the registration, your number plate's all good, whatever. How do you know if you rent a motorbike that number plate's any good? You could be having an unregistered motorbike that you're travelling around on. Just be careful, guys. Do the right thing. Don't be an idiot. I've seen, yeah, it's crazy. but it's getting a bit real. So good luck out there, stay safe, see you when you get here.